Welcome everyone, it's Favorite Strigamar. It's time for some more Elder Scrolls Online. We're going to be getting our Christmas gift here and trying out some promo codes. I'm going to get that. And Christmas is done. I got my gifts. I got Metroid Dread and Breath of the Wild as well as the Switch. So that's really nice. And I got some other limited edition things that I may never see again. Well, you know, this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing we just take it, honestly. Just take it. Take them points where you can get them. Here we're going to switch it up. Right? I want to try something interesting. Okay, that did not work as I planned. Alright, yeah, that did not work as I planned. Okay, well, we're going to try a different thing, right? We're going to go for something nasty, shall we? I'm just gonna go for something as nasty as I can right now for this. Because I am so annoyed thoroughly with Ultimate Death Knight teams making a fool of me. That I'm even gonna go a go second strat versus that. Because I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with that. Alright, so tonight is the last night we can fight this Fae, and I'm going to attempt to do it. So, I've been grinding a lot for this to happen. We are going to max that. Get some attack in there. So, we got some pretty high attack. The crit rate isn't very high, but we're just going to have to try to boost the crit rate elsewhere. That would just boost crit damage. Unfortunately, it looks like we might have to do something along those lines. Right? I don't like to boost the crit rate. but we might have to. Let's start with the crit damage. I don't really have any good crit rate gloves. I say that, and then that shows up. I'm just going to equip that. So I think that boost in crit rate, although our crit damage takes a hit, it might do something for us. I don't foresee me getting it that way. Let's check clan quests. Clan shop. Clan quests. Let's see what we can get for... Remember, this is the last night we can also get for clan quests. So... but this season, practically. No, selling a bunch of artifacts for silver? I'm surprised. I genuinely am. All right. Let's start with that. Let's go to stage 16 Dragon's Lair. And instead of putting War Maiden there, right, we'll put in Vizier. Now that might seem like a counterintuitive move, right? But I have my reasons. So right now I have to do a very specific thing, right? Because this is about to end. Here's why I'm doing this, right? I want to get clan XP, and we're not going to have energy fuel for the next thing. So we might as well go for it. Right. And I might get a good artifact. If this doesn't work, we can always go to higher levels of Dragon's Lair. We're just going to keep stacking. That's how we're going to do it, right? No point in trying to see what Vizier does, right? Is he make sure that the debuffs are stacked to high heaven. That's what he does. That's his like thing. Now there is other ways of doing this, obviously. One of the best ways is having a very heavy poison team with Bad Alcazar. Do I have Bad Alcazar? No. So we do this. Now there is a way of doing this in a very advanced sense for very hard content, but that involves a man-eater. Although I probably could do it with the Metha, to be perfectly frank. To be perfectly frank. Because, see, I've actually been burning a lot of energy on some things. Some of these 5-star artifacts I just can't abide by. It just does not do to have them in my possession. Crit rate's a little too valuable. That attack percent is just... yeah. I'll keep that for now. No. We don't want low tier gear. I'll leave that for now. Like, I'll still toss it later if need be, but... we're doing a cleanse. In general, that was the thing, because I was trying to prepare. Because I need to sell a bunch of artifacts anyway. Because otherwise, I'm going to run out of silver real quick. And that's going to be very sad. If it doesn't work, we'll switch to the crit rate glove. As much as I hate doing that. I might end up selling everything of this. Yeah, let's just sell it all. Sell it all. That'll regen our silver. See if we can sell 5 million. What's the goal? 5 million in artifacts. Or close to it. Because this is how much I was farming for stuff. Alright, so we're going to go to promos. I'll take it. That works for me. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to get for energy fuel? First, I want to clear these out. Is every day we're going to want more silver because I constantly need it for things. Boots. Attack percent. Is there any attack percent boots that would be really nice? As a... No. The answer is no. Okay then. Well, we go back to the drawing board. Attack 60%. Any of these with hidden crit rate? Might need it. Some do. But there's only one artifact really there that stands out. Okay. So this boss ultimately is really painful. And I'm going to attempt it with a deacon squad. Oh, I need to stop chickening out. Okay. Wasn't there like an ally attack thing I was supposed to do? I guess Cold Heart's in the equation, right? Could Apothecary be in that equation as well, though, I wonder? I wonder. Maybe to have Kimi to avoid getting cut? Maybe that's the move. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe something to decrease turn meter. Probably something to decrease turn meter, right? But what? Let's try Armiger. I know it's daring, but I have to do some daring things here. Because this boss is the worst thing on the planet in terms of in a lot of avenues. This boss is a nightmare. I'm not going to use my main abilities to deal with these enemies. Because this boss is like the worst thing I've ever had to deal with in this game. So, goes like this. Compress. Go like that. Okay, we've already messed this up. Something went wrong in the tuning. Something definitely went wrong in the tuning. Okay, so something went wrong there in the tuning specifically. Let's try putting Kimi into the mix, right? Because I know it's something wrong with the main tuning. Because I know that the main tuning is important here. I know it. Okay, something's wrong. Something's wrong in the tuning of this. Because it would be useful just to have it go like this, see? That's what I want it to do. But what I want it to do and what's happening is two different things. And I don't know how to make a tune that's going to actually do what I want it to do. Right? See, this is already badly done. There's something wrong with the way that's tuned. But what? What about this picture is not working? What about it? That's the question. What about this picture is wrong? What about this picture is not going right? I may not be able to beat this boss for the life of me. Something is wrong about this picture. Is it the turn order? What is it? I know it's something is desperately wrong. But what? That's the big question. What? I might need to put in a support, contrary to popular belief. Trying to think, what do I want to do with that? You see, this is the kind of thing, it's a puzzle. I can't figure out this puzzle. So, maybe eventually when I get another set of champions that goes into the exact squad set, maybe that will solve things. If I get the exact squad of one of these nut bars. But then I have to make sure it's tuned too. True fear instantly is just debilitating. Yeah, I can't seem to tune this at all. I don't know what works versus this. So, what could be a good strategy? Maybe that. I'm trying to think what would work. Because I don't have an answer of my squad. I just don't. I've never managed to get a squad that deals with this properly. I might have to build Visix. This boss has been the bane of my existence for as long as I've played this game, and it seems it's just going to remain that way until I can figure it out next season. One of these days. One of these days, I'm going to have a team comp that's going to look exactly like those stupid pros. And then I'm going to actually be able to beat this stupid boss. But until that time comes, I just don't see it ever happening. Because I can never get the tune on this thing. You need like a double turn meter drop or something. Like, maybe like a Tyrell. Or maybe like Bellower with like a lockout. Is that how that works? I don't know the answer to this equation. I know, like, everyone always has some ridiculous BS to make this work. Everyone except me. They always know how to beat this stupid-ass boss. Let's try this. Because I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. This is what I want to happen. But what actually happens and what I want to happen is two entirely different things. So I'm bringing in Bellower to do something about it. Because I don't see how else I'm supposed to get this done. And the problem is, every time I get this thing, the copying in this situation just destroys me, and I don't know what to do. I don't have an answer. It's done. I don't have an answer. Every time I try something versus the stupid boss on that difficulty, it fails. Everything. I've never found an answer to this boss. Never. I've done so many other things. Can never find an answer to this stupid boss. Gets under my skin, man. It really does. I'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to go for something else. I'm going to try some other BS. Because this is just embarrassing. This boss is embarrassing. And I have never found a solution to this end boss. Ever. Anywhere. I've never found a way. Because they always have something that cuts in or does something stupid, and I've just never got the tune on it. And it's infuriating. I've never, ever managed it. And even if I somehow figure out how to get to the boss, I just can't. I never figure out, like, I don't have enough gas in the tank to kill it. If I get that far, which I don't even remember how I got that far. I don't even remember how I got that far. And then the stupid true fear. So try again. Because that's the thing is, I always get whacked with the true fear every time I try to do anything. Every stinking time. Like, I have to get like a perfect run where the true fear does not land so that I can at least control the stupid boss. Because the problem is, even if I put rosin in here, let's say, for sake of argument, I put rosin in here for the turn meter control, right? I still don't know what am I going to do. Maybe if I get Relic Keeper in there, and then Relic Keeper can just run through and face tank. Because I can't seem to get it otherwise. I can't seem. Because almost always they cut in. See, it always cuts in. All right, I've got a plan. Instead of having Cold Heart in there, which clearly is not doing me anything, see, having a lure would be nice. But then my other lure account can't even get this far. So we have a double problem on my hands. And I don't have a solution. I do not have a solution for this final boss. There is something wrong with it that I just cannot. I cannot deal with. I just can't. I'm just going to have to wait until I get a better squad again. And only then can I actually make this work. Only way. I do not see another way to make this happen. I just don't. I don't have a way. I just don't. I don't have a way. I've failed to find a way to beat this stupid boss. No matter what I seem to do. My final attempt is going to be. My final attempt is going to involve some crazy stuff. So, brace yourselves. I'm going to put the lizard man in. Because usually, even in the toughest stuff, the lizard man always prevails. So if that fails, I'm just going to give up on the boss for a month or more. Actually, more. And just move on to do other things. Because clearly, I still, to this day, have no solution to this boss that I've ever pulled. Like, I've never gotten lucky enough to have an Allure and the rest of the squad at the same time. Allure, a Deacon, and everything else needed to get the tune. Because almost always something goes wrong and I die. So I just don't have what it needs. I still have to figure out later what kind of ridiculous rubbish do I have to do. One, two, three. Of course not. Shear that. Okay. Do we actually get something? Did the lizard... Was the Argonians blessed? Is that the answer? Was the Argonians the answer? Is that seriously all I had to do? Is that seriously all I had to do? Well, this is about the closest I've ever done. Honestly. This is literally the closest I've ever done. This is the closest I've ever done to beating this stupid boss. Rosin seems beneficial. But so does the lizard man. But yeah, that is the closest I've ever been to beating the stupid boss. That is it. That right there. What you just witnessed is the closest I've ever had to beating this boss. And if it didn't have the abduction mechanic, we might, just might, had the chance to win. There might have been a chance. But because of that, I now have to go all the way around to the next season to beat this boss. This is the only boss in Doom Tower that I have never beaten. And it really hurts me to say that. It really hurts. It's out of sync again. Well, what you saw, that's it. That's the closest I've ever gotten to beating that stupid ass Dark Fae. I hate that boss. I genuinely hate that boss with a passion. That is the closest I've ever gotten to beating it. What you just witnessed. So dumb. Alright, since that was a total failure, I'm going to... Not total failure, a moderate success. Let me rephrase that, because that was the closest I've ever been to beating that stupid boss. Pisses me off so much. I'm gonna get my sunglasses back on. Where are they? Never mind. Let's just do this. Let's just do this, because I'm in a bad mood. Because, like, I could have had it. There was, like, a glimmer that maybe, possibly, I could have beaten that stupid boss. But no. I've never managed to make a team that can do it. And I think if I give masteries to Rosin, but we can't do it tonight. We will not. Like, the chance to beating it's over. So I'm just gonna compensate by getting energy fuel and doing clan quests. Because when in doubt, just do clan quests. I cannot beat this stupid boss. Everything fails on that. Everything failed trying to do it. You serious? Come on.